Today there is a lot of news from the Kurakova direction. Here, in the past several weeks, Ukrainian forces have consistently thwarted all Russian attempts to advance further west from Novo-Mikhailivka by employing multi-level tactics designed to exhaust enemy forces and undermine their combat capability. This relentless defense has placed significant pressure on Russian commanders, pressuring them to seek alternative strategies to breach Ukrainian defense lines. Consequently, they decided to open a new vector of attack to the south of Novo-Mikhailivka to find a breakthrough. Firstly, to achieve this, they decided to use the small village of Solodke as a launchpad for a surprise attack west of Vodyani. The initial Russian assault group consisted of 2 tanks, as seen in this geolocated video. While attempting to cross the open fields between the 2 villages and reach a tree line that could serve as a position, they suddenly encountered a Ukrainian minefield. The second tank exploded first, and moments later the leading armored vehicle also hit an anti-tank mine, bursting into flames. Although this attack ended in disaster for the Russians, they later managed to capture the tree line and began fortifying their position in anticipation of the Ukrainian response. The Ukrainians understood that they could not allow the Russians to establish a foothold in the tree line, as it would pose a significant threat to their defense lines near Kostiantynivka and potentially expose their southern flank. Consequently, they responded almost immediately by deploying a Bradley armored fighting vehicle to spearhead a counterattack aimed at clearing the Russian presence from the tree line. The geolocated footage shows the Bradley advancing at high speed while delivering suppressing fire from its main gun. The intense and devastating effect of this firepower is evident as the vehicle gets within several meters of the tree line, continuing to inflict damage on the Russians from very close range. Subsequently, the Ukrainian infantry assault group disembarks and begins clearing the trenches using various weapons, including grenades. Moments later, the task is accomplished, and another Bradley arrives, delivering additional troops and evacuating a wounded soldier. Russian military bloggers later acknowledged that the outcome of this counterattack was successful, with the Ukrainians successfully recapturing the positions in the tree line. The original, uncensored footage of all operations can be found on our Telegram channel. The failure of this Russian effort pushed their commanders to again attempt a direct assault against Kostiantynivka. As you can remember, most of the previous attacks in this direction happened north of the small lake that divides the village from the small settlement of Paraskoviivka. This time, however, the Russians chose to strike from the south side of the lake. A geolocated video from the area shows one Russian armored fighting vehicle attempting to cross the field